It's Sunday, it's 8 o'clock. It must be stream time. Hi folks, welcome back to Sunday Streams and welcome to Valheim. So Valheim is a game I've been asked to play many times. It is a game I've played a little bit before but never got very far. So we're going to have another little try at it. We'll see how we get on, see how long this is going to go on before I either get stuck because it's too hard or I get fed up with it. We'll just have to wait and see. There's a lot of people in the community are well into Valheim, so then maybe they'll be able to help me out and get me a bit further in the game than I've ever been before. But first of all, let's see who is here. Who was first in the chat? And this week, first in the chat is Bulwark. Hello, Bulwark. Oh my god, hello folks. I can't believe we've finally got to Valheim. The Bulwark is one of the people who's very excited about Valheim, obviously. Tay Mannix is second. Evening Anger, evening chat. Thank you, Tay. Good to see you. Bulwark stole your position this time. And then Ian Ogg saying Valheim, interesting. Hi chat, don't forget to smash, stroke tickle, stroke hit, stroke grope the like button. Gently, of course. Welcome everyone. That's our first 3 messages in the chat tonight. Who else do we have? Bandy B, good to see you. Rex Havoc, good to see you. Wimptus1, good to see you. Kathy Ann Mannix, hello there. Shades here, good to see you. Bulwark says, what's up folks, how are you? DC Weston's here, hello from Washington DC. Welcome DC Weston. Who else do we have? Bulwark saying, I'm fine, a bit bummed about needing to go to work tomorrow, but the good thing is I have 2 weeks till winter vacation, so all good. Yes, it's getting close to that time. It's getting very close to that time, in fact. Bandy B also says 2 weeks of work and then 2 weeks of freedom. I think that's the same for me as well. I think I've got 2. I finish work on the 19th of December. It'll be my last day. And then I'm off for, I think, 2 weeks after that. So I think that's probably the same. Gamer Hobo is here. Why has YouTube changed everybody from their display names to their, like, I don't know what that called, usernames? It did that a few weeks ago, and I had a look, and apparently there is no way of switching it back. You can edit your display name, but it doesn't display in chat. It will only display what your actual tag name is. I guess that's to stop you, like, pretending to be somebody else by changing your display name, I guess, maybe. I don't know. But welcome anyway. Bourbon86, good afternoon to you. Valheim with the heart eyes emoji, says Bourbon. So he's obviously a Valheim fan as well. Lamster Ghost, hello to you. Peter Day, hello. Outdo Gaming, outdo me duck, how are you? Campfire Clowns, hi Max, how are you? Have we found 6 badges yet? I've watched the Campfire Clown stream from last night and 6 badges was missing. Has he been found yet? Who else do we have? So DC Weston says, I wonder what cool Viking name Anger comes up with. I named mine Ivar Bonefondel. I'm going to give you 3 guesses at what name I'll come up with. Samurai Gaming, good to see you. How are you? Happy Sunday to you. Jacko Rob 1, hello Deborah, how are you? What's that? Dan Irvin 5138, good to see you. Hope you're feeling. I am, yes. Last week I had to cancel the stream last week. I had a full of the colds. I was coughing and sneezing and my throat was in bits. I didn't think I'd be able to get through a stream, and I didn't do the videos at the early game of the week. Turns out the first video I did, which I recorded on Wednesday for the Friday release, was one of the most dialogue heavy videos of Dune Awakening I've ever had to record. I had to do lots of talking to record that one, but we just about got through it. I had a couple of coughs that I edited out in the edit, but we kind of made it through that one. Let's see. Outdo Gaming says, DC Weston, it'll probably be Anger. Sounds quite Viking anyways. That's a pretty good guess. Kenneth Brunner, good to see you. Equivalent, good to see you. New game, yeah. Confused Barbarian, hi Troy, how are you? Cheers Anger, cheers folks, he says. Dan says, glad to see Valheim, just broke 1,000 hours on it this last week myself. Wow. Well, I'm definitely nowhere near that. Oh, and then it's just jumped forward. Of course it did. There we go. Gamer Hobo says, raised my first dino on Ark official server. What a massive difference between that and single player boosted rates. Oh, it would be. It would be. Yeah, you got hatching time and then the gestation time and all those things that will be a bit more crazy on an official server. Elsa Adide, good to see you. How are you? Equivalent says, playing hours is a feature Xbox need to implement. Oh, do you not get to see how many hours you've played on Xbox? Oh, okay. Let's see. Landlap 68, heard of this game but never played it. Okay. Is that Landlap or Ian Lap? Is that an I or an A? Either, welcome anyway. Bulwark says, I tried once on Evolved and quit after 1 hour. Okay, that's the standard rates. Yakarob says, I'm trying to get caught up on stream since we've been travelling last weekend. Well, there was no stream for me last weekend, so that's easy for you. Maloney 7472, love this game, bro. Excellent, excellent. Troy says, never played Valheim. So far, the music sounds good. It does have really nice music. Yakarob1 says, I left the campfire stream with Max trying to get pregnant. Yes, I saw that. He got himself impregnated. So did Troy. Gamer Hobo, thanks, just a diamorph. Started small, okay. Lord Carnival, good to see you. How are you? Samurai Gaming says, Anger, I have a follower on Conan named after me. Ah, wow, thank you. So nice. Coven says, on Valheim I played a few times, can't pass the second boss, I mean because I get bored. So, funnily enough, I've only completed the first boss and I've never got past the once we get into the Black Forest, I started struggling. And that's as far as I've got. So I've never actually tried to fight the second boss either. And I've played this game, I've played it a few times with people, other people, and without other people, just on my own. And yeah, never got further than completing the first boss. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure if you can... And there's not much in the way of settings you can change to try and make it more single player friendly on this one, but we'll see. We'll see. Elsa says, got confused, thought it was Conan Exiles content. Not today. Not today. This is Valheim. We completed our hardcore nomad challenge on the last stream, which was 2 weeks ago. So we're looking... I didn't want to start anything new Conan-wise because the next update comes out on Tuesday, so we've got to see how the game changes on Tuesday, and then we'll maybe start a new Conan series in the new year. That's probably the plan, but we'll see how this one goes. Let's see, Leah Lanky, good evening. Let's see... equivalent is actually Holy Crab. See, this is the problem, that it doesn't show you display names. I didn't know that. Holy Crab, welcome then. Good morning to you, because you are in New Zealand, so it's actually Monday for you. John Lehman, good to see you. Monkey Balls, good to see you. Max says, no word from 6, still MIA, and I'm beyond concerned at this point. Yeah, that's very strange. Not even on Discord. Interesting. I hope everything is okay. Bulwark says, Angar or Angar? Which one? Dan Arber says, most useful tip in Valheim, especially for beginner users, go to settings, graphics, and turn vegetation quality down to low. Helps you see all the mushroom, sticks, and stones on the ground. We might do that later on. I just want to start off as sort of vanilla settings first. We might start playing about with settings, and we might even look into mods. Never applied any mods in Valheim. I believe Anna Briella plays with quite a lot of mods, but I'm not sure what she uses, but we might look into that. We'll see how it goes. Zeros999, good to see you. Google had the best way to display the name previously. Yeah. Let's see. DC West says, haven't played Valheim since 2021. Steam still lists it as early access. Officially, I suppose it is early access. The developers are still working on it. Of according to this, the last update was in September this year. But they keep introducing extra biomes, so therefore a new boss and an extra biome. So I'm not sure when the game will be classed as finished, but I don't get that far anyway, so we'll see how it goes. Dan Irvin says they're working on the final biome and hopefully will release early next year as version 1. Okay. So if you do find this game interesting, now would be the time to buy it while it's still early access, and it'll be cheaper. And then when it goes to version 1, you'll get it anyway, but you won't have to pay the big price. Also says, thanks for clarifying, looking forward to the new content. No problem. Kajit says, Valheim, awesome, cool. Cured 00QI, hola. Equivalent says, am I the only one following you in the South Hemisphere? No, there are a couple of people from Australia. They not join every week because of the time zone issue, but there is a few people following us that are in Australia. Right, anyway, let's get going. Let's go start. We have to create a character. There's not a huge amount of character choice. Male, female, skin tone, and then a bunch of different hair. We want some sort of braided, gathered braids. No, ponytail, no. Long braid, that'll do. We're not going to spend, like always, I'm not going to spend ages on character creation because you don't tend to see most of this stuff once you've got armour on. There's a loose braided beard, oofed, majestic, mini braid, moustache, royal, short, single braid, split braid. That one will do. Troubadour. Hair tone, lighter or darker, with a bit more blondness or not. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. We'll put in our name and hit done. Start. We'll create a new world called YouTube Sunday. Get a random seed. Done. Let me world modifiers. You can change the preset combat, death penalty, resource rate. What does that do? Governs the amount of resources you gain from the world and enemies. Okay, so we might tweak with that a little bit to see if we can make it a bit less grindy. Raid rate, so we'll just leave all them at normal at the moment. We'll see how it goes. Oh, there is a no build cost option. Bit cheaty though. Done. Start. Take my hoodie off so I can get a bit hot. Oh, it's building the world. Build a rudimentary shelter as soon as possible, it says. Sad Valheim, no friends, lol. Equivalent says, I am the only one. Let's see. Dad joke. I'm reading a book on anti-gravity. It's impossible to put down. There we go. The first dad joke of the day. Samurai gaming. Equivalent says, badumps. What's it doing? It's taking a long time. Does it take this long to generate a world? Maybe. Maybe. Let me see. Because it says I got pretty far with Valheim. Cool. Troy says dad jokes are always welcome. Oh, what's this? Long ago, the Allfather Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world, then split the bows which held the prison to the world tree and left it to drift unanchored, a place in exile. For centuries the world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die. A glacial age passed, kingdom rose and fell out of the sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to Midgard and sent his Valkyries to scour the battlefields for the greatest of their warriors, dead to the world that would be born again in Valheim. That was pretty fast. That was pretty fast, especially when you have to read it out loud. Angelo's here. Hey Angelo. Woo! Now this is one I've been waiting to see you play. By the way, I'm back, boys and girls. Welcome Angelo. Good to see you again. Hanger Lothbroke says, how do you? Lower says, I only finished when Plains was the last biome and got pretty far into the Mistland. Sadly, I didn't get into the Mistland. Didn't like the Mistlands. No problem. Kashit says, goodbye, got other business to do. No problem. Thanks for popping by. Darren Matthews, hello. Have you played Enshrouded? I have played Enshrouded a little bit. It didn't really gel with me. I kind of got a bit bored with it. I do have a bit of a series on Enshrouded. I can't remember how many episodes was in it before I got... Oh, so it's raining. Brilliant. First, I suggest first base to make relative close to the stones you spawn. I love the snow biome. It's so... Oh, the rain has stopped. Cool. Love you. Zach111 oh yeah says, I love your Conan vids. Can't wait to see you in this game. Thank you. Thanks for popping by. Marky Del Sparky, fit like Abdi, Nabad Yourself. Mark was out drinking last night, so he's just obviously woken up with his hangover. Angela says, Ashlands are brutal. Yeah, never got as far as any of them. Right, so these are the stones of the bosses that we have to defeat. That's the first boss. That's the only one I've ever defeated. And that would be the second boss. I guess that would be the third one, fourth. And as you defeat them, you take their trophies and you hang them on this hook and they give you a special power. And this thing, I think, Vegvisor Eikthyr will tell you, that'll tell you where, there we go. So this is where we are. We flew in over here, around the, oh there's water, that's good to know. And that's where Eikthyr is, that's where you can go and fight Eikthyr. But we have to get ready for that. Hugin, help me. Welcome to the 10th World Warrior. I am Hugin, sent here to guide you in your travels. The megaliths surrounding you are the sacrificial stones. They represent the Forsaken, which you must slay in order to ascend to Valhalla. Okay. Oof, away he goes. Right. Oh, he's back again. I bring tidings. These magical stones were scattered throughout the lands by Odin as signposts pointing towards ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of the Eikthyr, your first prey. He's a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. Okay, I will. Thank you. Right, so we're looking for... Here we go. You have to pick stuff up. There we go. We picked up stone, so now we've learned some recipes that need stone. There's a branch. Gives us some wood. Teaches some more recipes. Some more wood. Hopefully there's some food around here. Usually some food around the original stones. There we go. There's some raspberries. Pick them up. There's Hugin coming to tell us about food. There's mushrooms. Right, what have you got to say? You found a snack. Consume it to improve your health and your stamina. Be aware that before long you will grow hungry again, so try to always have at least a couple of different meals ready. Indeed. So if you look down the bottom left, we've only got 25 health at the moment, and we've got 3... Oh, there's a boar over there. Let's keep away from them right this second. There we go. It's one of these games where you learn your skills by doing stuff. Oh, here's a greyling. Doesn't like fire, so let's set him on fire. And down he goes. Get something from you. Some amber, which you can make a torch with. Okay. Yeah, so different food types. It's one of these. I think it was the first game that did this. A lot of them do that now, where you have your different foods to give you buffs. We've only got 2 food types. We've got berries here, which says gives us 7 health and 20 stamina. It's got a yellow fork. This one gives a balanced one, so it's 15 health and 15 stamina. A bit of each, and then there'll be meat. And you can only have 1 of each colour live. Lots of games have done that since, but this is the first game I played that had that food buff option. So let's eat a raspberry and eat a mushroom. It's filled in there 2 slots, and then this should start going up. You see the maximum health has gone up, and then it's slowly going to heal up. Okay. Right. Let's see. So we can make an axe and a club now. We need more wood. What's Hugin going to say? Most items must be crafted, however, due to your recent departure from Midgard, you have to recall the true shape of objects. Just picking things up will all come back to you, I'm sure. My lesser brother, Moonin, tells me that you can fashion a stone axe out of wood and stone. We can. Stone axe needs 4 stone, we've got 2, and it needs 5 wood, so there's more wood there. Right, we need to find some more stone. Here's some stone over here. Get up the hill. That's too big a stone to pick up. The deer over there, they get frightened very easily and will run away and sneak up with them, but we've got really bad sneak skills at the moment. Run away. We'll come back to deer later on. Another stone. And another stone. Is that enough? Yep, we can make a stone axe now, which we can use both as a weapon and for chopping down trees. So these little trees here, drop them down, get some more wood. Add another 3 wood, so now we can... Nope, we'll need 1 more wood to make a... So this tree here is birch, it's too hard. We need a metal axe to chop that down. The little beeches are easy to do. We can also chop down the big beech as well, but let's do this just for... Our wood cutting is level 4 now. So we have to watch so we don't get killed by a falling tree. Right, which way is it going to go? Oh, go uphill. There it goes. You can actually use, by chopping down these trees, you can actually bash them into the harder trees and they'll damage them and maybe knock them down for you early doors, but now we have to chop this. I think is that our... Yeah, middle mouse button does a big click. There we go, chops us into... Oh, there's another EU. Can we block? That you can parry them, but timing is a thing. Got enough wood to make a club now. What's our skills? We've got skills in clubs, skills in axes, skills in swords, blocking. We need to get a shield crafted. Let me see what people are saying. Are you playing this on standard difficulty? I am indeed, Sven. Sven Midgardsen. Ooh, there's a Valheim name if ever I saw one. Valheim is multiplayer but doable as a single player, says Dan. Monkey Ball says, is this a single player game? You can play it single player or you can play it multiplayer. I think you can... When I played it multiplayer, the person I played it with ran the server on his computer and you could connect to it, but I guess you can get servers on G-Portal and stuff like that that are always online. Drop this up. This game has got one of the best food mechanics in my opinion, says equivalent. Right, loads of wood now. Right, so what we need to do is go and try and find a location to get our first little base set up. I want to be near, I want to find the coast. That looks like water over there. There's no water there. Let me see. In multiplayer the bosses scale and they are rough. Oh, do they? Really? The scale with the more players that you have, I guess. Yeah, you selected normal settings. Yeah, I just went with the default settings right across the board to start with. Found the boss is more doable in single player, says Bulwark. Okay. Marky Del Sparky says yes, he's not long recovered, so late night last night. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. Dan says, agreed, Bulwark. The scaling on the bosses can get out of hand quickly if there are more people on the server and they aren't well coordinated in the boss battles. Oh, interesting. So this is one of the worst things I've had in this game is the controls and the key mapping. Horrifying on Xbox at the time I played. I couldn't set them differently. See, Westerns, be careful not to chop a tree down on yourself. This ain't Conan. Yes, if the tree fall on you, it can, well, it could kill you. It'll definitely hurt you. Right, let's head through. There's another mushroom over here. Gather all the mushrooms we can. Let's try and get to the coast. Wood. Is that a fjord? Kind of? Oh, there's a... What's this thing called again? A runestone? Yes. So, pause, traveller. You're welcome to the last and most lawless of the 10 worlds. In Valheim, the air is pure, the water deep and clear, and the forests overflowing with bounty. Here is adventure, joy, and the glory for the taking. Okay. Right. Let's put my axe away just out. Mart says, character models put me off this game. Dan Emer says, a favourite pastime is enrolling trolls in the early game, hardwood and copper harvesting. Okay, there's a bit of a river. So this game is completely procedurally generated. But every time you log in, you'll get a different map. Oh, there's a neck. They give you meat. Weirdly, if we get that, they give you... Oh, did we not get meat from them? Didn't get meat from that one. Pop. There we go. Added. The meat you get from it is a neck tail. The tail of a neck. It seems a bit weird. Bump. Get that. Flint. Get flint next to the water. Improved skill jumping. Oh, there's a bunch of boar down there. Can we take on the boar? No. Right. Need boar for boar meat and leather. Right. There's one on its own. Oh, easy. There we go. Boar meat. Go away, new material. And leather scraps, which we'll need for crafting. Right, next boar, please. Oh, should have blocked that. It's running away. Block. Give me more. There was another boar here somewhere. More flint. I like how you click on things and it kind of pops up and then you can just run over it to pick it up. Where did the other... There was definitely 3 boars here. That it out there? Swimming in the water. Okay, here's a little house. You find these little structures around places. But this one is a really little one. It's only a 1x1. Nothing to steal in there. Let me see. Yeah, so the character models put me off this game, says Mark. Yeah, so I found it really weird. When I started playing it, I thought it was because the terrain is fully manipulable. You can raise and lower the terrain all over the place. And having watched a documentary on the science behind Minecraft and how things that are not pre-rendered and have to be rendered on the fly basically use a lower graphic setting. So I thought that's why it's so pixelated. There's a bunch of deer over there. But then Enshrouded came out where you can also do the same thing, and it's a much nicer looking game than this, so I don't quite understand. Right, I'll try and sneak up on you. So it uses stamina to sneak. And stamina is the yellow bar in the middle of the screen at the bottom, so let me get my stamina back up. And sneak in. And oh, it's a one skull. Oh, oh, they're both 1 star. Oh well, you're not going to take them down with one hit. Oh well, never mind. We'll definitely get more deer later once we get slightly better whip. Did I see raspberries over here? I did. Get some more raspberries. Got them all. Go on. Oh, go on. Oh, there we go. Raspberries, raspberries. Yeah, so we kind of need... The two things you have to find out first is where the next biome is, which is called the Black Forest? Dark Forest? Oh, there's a house over there. And... more raspberries. And you need somewhere to stay overnight. So the first thing you have to do is get yourself a little hut, bench, a little hut that you can place a bed and stuff down, and get yourself through the night. There's more boars. And what I tend to do is I usually use one of these sort of dilapidated buildings. This one is very dilapidated though, although it is getting a bit dark. So maybe we will build this. Oh, it's really badly damaged though. It'd be nice to get one that's better than this, but I think we're going to be a bit stuck. Right, so the first thing you need to do to craft anything is put a bench down. So we need to make a hammer first for crafting stuff. I'm not going to be able to fix all this tonight. So yeah, with this tool you can raise mighty halls and towering fortifications. Start by building a workbench. This in turn will enable you to construct other things. Hello, Grayling. There you go. Right, so we need to place a workbench. Did I craft it? Right, I did. So I want to put that in on slot 8. And I can repair everything. It doesn't cost anything to repair. Oh, and I need a crafting station first, do I? How do you make... There we go. Crafting. Workbench. Place that there. And then we can go into repair mode, and we can, there we go, we can repair what's here. Like so. Right, and now we need to build the rest, all the building pieces that are coming in, what we've learned. Oh, all the chat scrolling off the top. I probably missed a bunch of it. Monkey Balls likes how the animals explode. Angelo, I love Ashlands, so much chaos. Equivalent says, I remember you can craft a workbench to easily dismantle the whole structure for its wood. Yes. Double 1-star deers, yes, that's unusual. Angelo says, this is one of my favourite survival games, but it is so much more fun with friends. Dan Irvin says, sneak attack with a knife can take those. Because this is 2 gigabytes and shrouded is like 40 plus, not to mention the difference in staff numbers. Yeah, but I mean, the quality of the graphics is... I assumed that because the documentary I'd watched about Minecraft, it had to be pixelated in low res because of what was the way it has to generate all the terrain and all that sort of stuff, but apparently not. Right, let me see what's Hugin got to say. You've built a workbench. A workbench allows you to craft complex items as well as giving you access to a lot more building pieces to construct with the hammer. True. You can also go into the workbench. Oh, it needs a roof. We need to finish the roof. Right, so we need to go 8. Or at least have it covered by a roof to start with. 8. 8? There we go. And then right click, building pieces. We'll need a roof piece. Why is it not clicking on there? We've got to spin it round. It's the wrong angle. We need the lower angle one, that one. Like so. In fact, and then if we just put a straight piece. No, one of them over there. That should cover the workbench. We need that. Oh, it doesn't fit. Interesting. There's not another size bit like that, is there? No. Right, can we... How do we destroy a piece? Middle mouse button, there we go. Let's take that bit down. And then we'll go back to here. Attach a bit on the side of there, like so. Take that off. That's weird how it's not lining up properly. Okay, let's spin this round. Normally you find a building that's got less construction that needs done. Spin it round to here. There we go. Put that in. Get that in. Let's destroy this and we'll take the wood from it. Need a floor. Pick up that wood. Not got to snap. Okay. Let's just build a wall then. Turn that round there. That there. That there. A door. A door. Another roof. That. Spin it round. Come on. Come on. Snap onto there. What's going on here? That's only... Oh, that doesn't line up at all. Let's take all them off. Try this. That, like that. Now it's floating above there. Something really wrong with this building. Tell you what I need to do. I need to get a fire going. Crafting. No. Miscellaneous. There's a fire. I need more stone for the fire. Stone. How many stone have I got? 3, and I think I need 5. Sorry, I'm missing out chat, but I just want to get a roof over my head before I take my eyes off everything. This is like a burial ground. I think once you get something you can dig up, there's treasure in there somewhere. There's more. You've got to tell me it's night time. Be wary of the weather. When the temperature drops at night or if you are wet, you will suffer from being cold. This reduces your stamina regeneration. Seeking shelter by an open flame is the best option when this happens. Yes, I'm trying to do that, Hugin. There's another stone there. Oh no, that was flint. Come on, stones. So, I'm so lucky, getting so much stone. There's a boar. On stamina, up you go. All my food's gone. All my bonuses are gone. Let me get more berries and more mushrooms. Right, how many stone? We've got 7 stone now. Out of stamina again. Remember to eat again. It looks nice considering the 2 gigabyte size. Yeah. Oh. Right. There's my door. So I'll put my campfire around the other side. What's lying on the floor? Wood. More wood. Right. 8. Fire. And then to cook food, you need one of these, a cooking station. You can put multiple cooking stations over a fire, like so. Right, so if I run away over here, I'm now cold, so that's reducing my stamina, but if I go up to the fire, I'm warmed by the fire. And it takes the cold away, so that's good. And you need a fire to be able to sleep at night. That's one of the things you need to be able to sleep at night. Right, so we've got food, raw food here. We've got some boar meat, and some neck tails. So let's cook them. So E to cook items. You get 2 items on each cooking station, and then you just have to wait for it to sizzle, and it'll be cooked. If you leave it too long, it'll turn into charcoal. Come on, sizzle. Come on. There's one. There we go. And we pick them up and we get cooked boar meat. And we'll put the neck tails on as well. Oh, we've also got a trophy head as well. So there you go. The cooked boar meat is red. It's mainly health with a little bit of stamina. So that's health with stamina. That's stamina with a little bit of health, and the white is balanced. A bit of everything. So we'll wait for the neck tail to see what the difference is. Take that and take that. The neck tail is also meat, but it is, so it's 25 health, 8 stamina. This is 30 health. So the boar meat is better than the neck tail. So we'll use that for us now, just to give us something. And there we go. Our health bar is now going up even higher. We need to put a roof over the top of that, so it stop it going out if it rains. If we just put one of those little roofs over it, like so, that should be enough. You have to be careful, because it will, if you put that inside your house without ventilation, it will, that's maybe not quite lined up perfectly, but it'll do maybe. It will smoke you, and it'll cause you problems. Right, can we actually get a roof on here now? But it's now day 2. We've went through the whole night and not got a roof over our building yet. That hasn't been repaired. Neither has that. Right, let's try this again. Another wall here. Spin it round. Oh, we're out of wood. We need to get more wood. Chop this up. Can indeed. Right, let's see. I'm missing everything off the top again. Gaber Hobo saying, love Deep Rock Galactic. Small size, but looks great given that it runs at 200 FPS. But with the open world, I personally am drawn to modern high-budget visuals. Equivalent says, as a game developer as a hobby, making assets with high quality resolution is super hard. Once you choose to decrease its quality so you can manage to do all assets at all. Dan says, torches and fire in general scares greylings, so if you're getting overwhelmed by them, pull out your torch and hit them with it. Yep, we did that earlier. Bulbert says, lately I've been playing a PAX Day, a great environment, graphics, music, building, but lacks content and the combat is clunky. Yes, indeed. Golden says, I think the difference for Enshrouded is Voxel plugin, which is designed to make procedural generation where Minecraft came out before its existence. That could be what the difference is. Bulbert says, I prefer Valheim, but I'm waiting for 1.0. The tech now is very nice. I need to put a crosshair dot where you want to snap. That would be handy, but you have to point at the edge in order to get things to snap. Right, that's stone. Let's get these logs that are lying down. So you get 14, 12 for that. Look at a light attack is 7, so it's a bit quicker, but oh, it's getting foggy. Out of stamina. Come on, stamina. Oh, here we go. Come on, you. Right. Oh, they're coming out of the mist. See if I can parry. Don't know, do I need a shield to parry or can I parry with this? That was too early. Oh. Fog's a nightmare, I can't see where I'm going. Oh. Oh, my axe is broken. Back to the house, because all the repairs are free in this game. Don't take any materials. You can go to the workbench, and this is the repair item here. So you can see my axe is broken, my torch is a little bit broken, and my tunic is a little bit broken. But you just go repair, 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 repair. Oh, it doesn't repair torches. Okay, I didn't know that. But there we go. Our axe is now repaired. Another neck. Wood. Egg railing. Right, let's try this again. Ah, there we go. That staggered him, so that was a parry. And you can do extra damage when they're staggered. So you have to leave it till basically the last second. There's another bit of log that's broken down. Get a basic shelter sorted at first, then you get a rested buff. And that's what you need when you're going out adventuring. Well, you can't even see where the house is because of the fog. There's a fire. There it is. Let's see. Yikes! How is Brick Lane Studio easier to build than Valheim or Conan Exiles? I don't know what Brick Lane Studio is. But the building is fantastic in this game. I've really enjoyed. I have spent on my previous playthrough. I end up spending ages building nice buildings because of the different options you have. Particularly the thing I like most. Why is my hammer? Oh, there we go. Our hammer is the fact that there's two angles of roofs, a 26 angle and a 45 angle. So that gives you a whole bunch of variation in buildings, and you've got the same with the sloped walls, 45, 26, and then other adornments as well. Heavy build. I guess that must be stone that comes later on. Bunch of furniture. Okay, right. Roof. Onto the edge of there. Onto the edge of there. Edge of there, and then we can put in these. Snap in there. There we go, and then spin it round. No, that's not in the right place. How do you... There we go, delete. No, come on, spin it round. Like that. Stick that in there. In there. Then we'll need the roof piece that goes along the top of there. No, that's the wrong place as well. Like so, and then we can fill that in like that. And we can maybe even put in one of them. Right. So that first roof piece is not right, but it doesn't matter. This is just a temporary shelter. If we go in here, can we put more floors down? Like so. Okay, a bed. We need a bed. Furniture. So a bed needs more wood. Of course it does. Right, let me check up the chat. Let me go in here while I do that. Just in case. Yeah, so this is very much a very basic house that we'll just use to start with, and then we'll work our way up and we'll build maybe next week we'll build a proper base. Andrew says, put your campfire inside and make an opening to release smoke. The comfort buff is one of your biggest helpers. So you still get the comfort. Here we go. We feel rested. We're still getting the fire buff inside with it being just on the outside. So on my starter base, when room space is limited, having it just outside with a little roof over the top of the head gives you the comfort buff. So we've got a comfort level of 3 at the moment, which gives us 10 minutes of rested buff, but as we add stuff we'll be able to increase that comfort level and have a longer rested buff. Audu says, I thought I had drunk too much looking at my monitor. Think my head was going wonky. It was not my monitor. No, it's not your monitor being wonky. It's just the graphic style of this game. Sven says, Agar, I think the flame will be affected when it rains. The sides are not covered. I think we should be okay. I'm sure I've done this before. Depends how heavy the rain is. It's maybe a little bit high, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Game Labs is here. Good evening, sir. How are you? Let's shut that. Bulwer says, oh, and the mist in the game is the best I've seen in anything. The lighting is, for the level of graphics, the lighting is amazing. We probably can't see it now, but the world tree is up there somewhere. Once it gets a bit clearer, you should be able to see the branches, though. But just looking through the mist there, it's pretty spectacular. See a boar. Let's get a boar. We always need leather scraps. Let's get a boar. Come here, boar. Splat. There we go. Right. Also in the next upgrade will be 67 degrees, says Bulwark. Nice. Active Nanu 143. Hello, bro. Hello to you. How are you? Sven says, Bulwark, I get paranoid when the mist is around, not while being near or exploring the Black Forest. Yeah, the Black Forest and the mist wouldn't be great. I struggle with the Black Forest. There's a neck. Let's take the neck out. Pretty rubbish meat, but saves us attacking us, or saves them attacking us. There's another neck coming out the water, is it? With these bigger stones, we can't do anything with them yet. But once you complete the first boss, you get the pickaxe, and then you can break them up with a pickaxe. Along with copper, you can then start moving into copper and tin and into metal tools, and then you'll be able to do harder trees and stuff like that as well. Oh, it's not easy to see. Hello, Nick. Oh, and God, get out of it. Amber we'll need for torches, and I seem to remember for fire arrows. I like fire arrows for the first boss. Take a big tree down. Which ways are going? Run away! I see it took down. Oh, jump! It took down other little trees as well when it fell, so that you can actually have a little cascade, which is pretty cool. Let's take out the stump. If I remember rightly, trees do not respawn, but you do get the seeds and you can replant trees. Ooh. Oh, you're still a greyling. I thought you looked bigger than the other ones. Come here. Or just run away, I don't care. Right, let's chop this dude up. It's not a dude, it's a tree. It's rolling away. You hear that barking noise in the background? That's a deer. Oh, I need to eat and eat. I'm running out of mushrooms. Here we go. You do need a lot of wood in this game. There is a lot of chopping of trees. But maybe stop running away. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do some farming off camera between this week and next week, so that I've got a bit more material stocked up, so we don't have to spend so much time farming. Oh, there we go. Sun's out. Can we see the boat? Oh, there it is. Look, there's the great tree. Up in the sky. Timing between weapon and shield is different when pairing. Shield is easier to parry with and can block a few attacks at the same time. Dan Aaron says, make a hoe and you can get rid of all the grass in your house. That is true. You can level the ground with a hoe. We'll definitely be doing that when we come to build our actual base. I like to level the ground first. But it does make it all dirt and brown. Okay, what have we got on there? We've got one meat and one necktail. You get the well rested even without the shelter, just sitting next to a campfire, but it's comfort 1. Yeah, so sitting next to a campfire will give you comfort level 1, but the more you can, I can't remember what they all are, but like you can add a chair and that'll give you another level. There's a whole bunch of furniture pieces that you can add. We were comfort level 1, we jumped up to level 3 when we came in here. Right, let's make a bed. Like so. Hugin says, sleep the night away in your bed and awaken feeling refreshed and full of energy. Another improvement to your home would be some chests where you can store items. It's good practice to always have some spare equipment if something unfortunate should happen while you're exploring. Okay, claim the bed. You're now comfort level 4. So our rested buff has now went up to 11 minutes instead of 10. Time in between weapons. Okay, we've read that one. You get well rested. Okay, we've read that one. Peter Day says, I played Ice World. I just say different. I'll just say different. Ice World. Is that a different game, Peter? Ice World. Active Nandu says, how to create a dedicated server in this game. So there's an option, when you go to the server list at the start, there's an option to make it as a server, and you can set a password and whatnot, and then you can tell your friends what that password is. Or you can go to a provider like Gportal or whatnot and have a... The problem with having that first server is your computer has to be on for other people to play. So if you've logged off, they can't play. But if you get an actual dedicated server on Gportal or something like that, obviously you'll have to pay for that. You can then leave that running all the time and other people can play even when you're not there. Gamer Over says, yes, lightning is nice. Dan Irwin used to have one on G Portal. There we go. Howdy Gamer says, Yggdrasil. Is that the proper name for the great tree, is it? Troy says, hit that like button, but don't break it. You might need it later. 100%. Hit it gently. Thank you, Troy. Boert says, also the graphics look blurry on the sides of the monitor because the clear graphics focus in the middle. There is a field of view type thing. So if you were to look at, so this tree's here, over there, I'm looking into the sun with the deer, so that's nice and clear there, and if I move it over to the side, you can see that they start blurring out. There you go, it's over on the left hand side, everything's a little bit blurry, and then as you put it into the centre, it sharpens up. You think you can switch that off? Yeah, it acts like does act similar to depth of field, which looks really cool when you can quickly look at a tree nearby and then swivel to look out across the ocean. Reacts like a human eye does, indeed. Covet says, oh damn, now I need to buy Valheim. Unlike Conan, will falling trees kill you? They certainly do. Yeah, they certainly do. The fallen trees do damage to whatever they hit, whether that's you or creatures or other trees. They will knock down other trees and damage them at the same time. Can we sneak up on this yet? You just a one skull. You are just a one skull. And cha! Pop. There we go. So we learned a few new things. Deer hide, deer rug, deer meat. But we scared all the other deer and they've run away. There's another set of houses over there. What does this say? You can build over water with pillars. You can, yes. And I have seen people who they've dug a river right across an island. If they want to get a boat from one side of the island to the other, you can actually dig a trench and make a river yourself from one coast all the way through the island to the other one. It's full terraforming is available to you. Let's see. Give thanks to Frey for the rain and sun, for the shoot that breaks the earth's skin, and the fruits of the vine. Give thanks to Odin for the flesh and bone, the smoke from the cooking fire, the warm pelt, and the strength of your arm. Interesting. Right, it's starting to get dark again. But this time we'll be able to sleep through the night. Get some more wood, get some more stone. Sven! Let's see, what to say. I really like your casual approach to this game. You just motivated me to start the game again. I played until second boss, but my saves got deleted with no point of recovery from Steam. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, thank you for your donation anyways, Sven. Oh, here comes a... Go on then. Drop, drop. Don't run away. Come back. Pain in the bum. Oh, there's more raspberries. We'll be doing with some more mushrooms. Not seen a lot of mushrooms. What's this over here? Another raspberry. Deer over there. Go stamina. Right, let's go and see what else we can grab there. These yellow dots are items that you can pick up. This sparkles here. It must be something that's, what is it? Just a bit of wood. Right. Workbench. So we can make a flint axe. So a flint axe is better than, so a stone axe we've got does 15 slash damage. The flint axe does 20, so that's an improvement. Let's make one of them. We can make rag trousers that'll give us a little bit better The armor levels are really low in this game, so that one piece there is a rag tunic, gives you 1 armor. That'll double our armor to 1. There's a shield. Let's make a shield. 4 resin, 4 leather scraps, and 10 wood. You can change the style. Let's do a red and white one. For reasons. Okay, right, so we don't need that anymore. There's our flint axe. But let's put that there and that there. Let's... Right, we don't have enough crude bow. That's what I want. I need 8 leather scraps to make that, and I've got 1. Deary me. Right, let's make a chest then. Furniture, a chest. Let's put the chest over here. You end up needing lots of chests. Let's put... that in it, that in it. We'll cook that meat. Oh, there's a seed. 5 beet seeds that we'll be able to grow trees with. Can I make a deer? A deer rug needs 4 deer hides, so that's not enough. That increases your comfort level as well. So let's put that in there, that in there, that in there, that in there, that in there. Let's cook that meat. Feel cold, go over here. What's Hugin saying? You have crafted a shield. A shield allows you to block incoming damage. If your timing is perfect, the enemy may also be parried. Be careful though, if you block too many hits you will become staggered. If you block too many hits you will become staggered. Oh, okay. The amount of damage you can block before becoming staggered depends on your maximum health. So if you plan on tanking a lot of damage, you should eat food that increases your health. Good tip. Heavier shields will block more damage but will also slow you down. Thank you. Right, grab that meat. Right, let's go to bed. Then we can go adventuring in the morning. Sleep. Let me see. How do you say is equivalent? $8.99 on CD keys or loaded as it's called now. How do after the exchange rate? That means 16 New Zealand dollars. You start your adventure in Ice World with just a bottle of water, a trusty ice pick, and the clothes on your back. That doesn't sound fun. In an ice world, New Zealand dollars are roughly half the value of sterling. Okay. Which Audu straight away thinks, Jesus, how much is a pint in New Zealand? $5 to $7 at a pub. Okay, that's not too bad at all. At the brewery, I want $1.50. Wow. Audu's on his way to New Zealand already, I think. DC Weston says, my first home was under a dolmen. Dolmen, is that like the burial ground type things? Suburban Dad Gaming, howdy all, Valheim, eh? Yeah, tried this maybe a year ago in the Game Pass preview, but it was pretty rough. Bulwark says recommend the spear. You can throw it to catch. I've used the spear before. But the problem is if you miss, you have to go and run and get your spear back. Whereas the bow, you can just fire another arrow. Also very good for the first boss. So are arrows. Fire arrows are particularly good for the first boss. I've found in my several playthroughs I've tried. Dan says, yeah, never a fan of the spear myself. Give it a try again with a new game and I'm converted. Spear is great now, especially early game. Audu says, equivalent, just done the math, £2.50 to £3.50 a pint. I'm on my way. See, told you. Is there any sort of follower system to Valheim? Not that I'm aware of. Don't think there was when I tried it before. But that was very early access. Oh, you can have wolves. That must be much later in the game then. I know that you can tame... I've seen people taming like animals. You can tame like boars. I guess you would tame boars so that you can have them in your base so you can get meat from them, maybe? But you can also do it with wolves and have them as a companion. You can tame a boar, wolves, lox and an askver, says Dan. Okay, I know what 2 of those things are. You can also raise a chicken army, but they don't do anything other than taste good. Excellent. Chickens. Not seen chickens either. Right, so I need scraps. I need to find more boars. So I've got... Right, I also need food now, so let's munch up. Let's go on a little hunt to try and find more boars. Right, this is the... This is the edge of the island. It's also good to just wander around the edge of the island to map out the island, because if we scroll out, the map is huge. Is that Black Forest down there? Let's go for a little hunt. Put the shield away. It's now. I think it uses more stamina if you've got your weapons out. There's the boars. There's boars. Oh, that's a 1-skull boar. A 1-star boar. Come out, come out. Oh, run away again. Come back. Takes... Well, I guess he does more damage and he takes more to kill him if he's a 1... I don't know how many stars do you want. Do you get 2 stars? 3 stars? Black Forest, you might find a Gato. That would be lovely. I love a Black Forest Gato. Unfortunately, there's nothing as nice as Gato. Oh, there's a bunch of boar in this little pack. There we go. Normal ones go down in 1 hit. Where those other ones are swimming. Come on, you. Come on. There we go. Oh, I wanted to dodge and roll there, but I don't know what the buttons are. Come on. How many did I think I needed 8 to make my bow. That's 5. I think I put... Is there 1 back in the base? What? Oh, I wanted to see what this said. What, are you coming back? This land is hard and wild, but we who are brought here are harder still. Take comfort, traveller, in the gifts before you, the good wood and stone, the fruits and flowers of the forest. Look also... Oh, there's more boars coming. Let me get... You. Thank you. What did it say? Look also at the wild boar who roam these lands. They fear fire and the hand of man, but they can be taught to obey it. Go quietly to them and let them eat of your stock. Roots of the ground are their pleasure. That's basically telling you that they can be tame. So I'm going to mark this. I put this symbol and go... How do you mark? Add a pin. We'll double click and we'll put boar. No. No. Let's try that again. Double click. Boar. Enter. There we go. So we know where they are. Hopefully they respawn and we can come back and farm boar there more often. That one's swimming. Let's head over here. Well, I like to build my actual first main base near the Black Forest. You don't want it to be too near so things keep roaming out of it. But you have to go in and out of the Black Forest quite a lot to get the next level of gear. So being close to it is handy. Oh, that is Black Forest. That trees, pine trees. Yes, look, Black Forest. Ooh, scary stuff. Not ready for that. Who's not going to come and warn me about the Black Forest? Here he is. Wandered into the Black Forest. This place can be very dangerous for those unprepared for it. Prove your worth by slaying Eikthyr. Yes, you kill Eikthyr first before you go into the second biome. Each biome has a boss. And when you complete that boss, you can move into the next biome. It gives you what you need to move into the next one. As you can see at the top right corner of the map, it says meadows at the moment. That's the first biome. Rumour has it that some traders have found themselves into the 10th world. If you find yourself in need of special commodities, you might want to seek them out. One of them should be somewhere in a forest such as this. I'm terribly sorry, I can't be of more help. You have to keep an eye out. I've never met a trader before. Right, I think I saw another boar. There's a neck far from the water. Take you out. Saw a boar over here somewhere. Another neck. Got you. So that's black forest. Those pine trees are black forest as well. This is just a strip of meadows right down the middle. Which means that we're pretty close to the black forest then. Luckily there's no nasty stuff coming. Oh, there's boars, there's boars. Come here. Come here, boar. More in there as well. Can you come over to me instead of me having to come to you? That's just a greyling, a normal greyling. That's okay. I see one more boar. It's wandering off into the Black Forest. Okay, forget that. How much? I've got 8. I've got 8 scraps. Oh, they'll be... You a nasty one? You look like a normal one. Sure, the yellow eyes is normal ones. Oh no, he's chucking rocks at me. A grey dwarf. Oh, oh, wrong button. Wrong block button. Alright, staggered. Chop, chop, chop. There we go, that wasn't too bad. And there's just one of them, it's not too bad. A grey dwarf eye. Alright, let's work our way out of here. Make a trap if you see a 2-star. It says Mo. Sven says food bonanza. There's another boar there. Ow. More scraps, more food. Those birds are good for feathers, for making arrows with, but really difficult to hit them. There's another grey dwarf there, also on his own. Oh, there's another one up there with blue eyes. Come on, you. Oh no, that's still a greyling. The easy ones. Come on in, big blue eye dude. Come out here. Blocked. Come on in. Come on in. Staggered him again. Parried. Oh, quick, hit him. There we go. Yeah, so they're harder, but they're not too bad on their own. It's when they come in like a group of... You get like a group of 5 of them, and you'll get a shaman one that heals them. That starts to... Oh, is that mushrooms up there? I see mushrooms. It still looks like meadows. I need mushrooms. Come on, get the mushroom. Get that mushroom. Right. Head out. Let's get back to camp and see what we can craft a bow. Oh, big. You're just a normal greyling. Off you go. Oh, no stamina. There you go. Boom. I'm totally concentrating on the game and forgetting to read chat. So let me get back to base and then see if I can catch up with chat. You just see the little bed icon on my mini map at the top corner. There's also an arrow on a white arrow on the mini-map that's telling you the wind direction. You can kind of see like wind particles. It's maybe not quite so obvious here, showing you where it goes as well. Right, back in the base. In here, well my chest is full, I need to craft another one. Into here, repair everything, and a crude bow, craft. There we go. Arrows. Wood arrows. I need wood for wood arrows. Take that. Wood arrows. Where did they go? Up at the top. Let's craft. That gives you 20. Let's give me another 20. So that's 40. That'll do. Put stone in there, put the amber in there, put the flint in there. That doubles up as well. That in there. That in there. I've got some food I can cook. Get cooking going, and I can check chat when right, let me see. 2 stars is generally something you're going to get 1 or 2 shot by later in the game. Yeah, I fully appreciate that once we've got some better gear, Edgemore, thank you. Let me see. 2 star is the highest. 2 star is max. Make a trap if you see a 2 star. No idea how to do that yet. Oh, don't punch that. Grab that food. Let me see. If I find a star boar, I'll try to tame it. I've got no idea how to tame it at all. Something from the grounds? Does that mean we have to feed it mushrooms? Or berries? Or is there potatoes or carrots or something? Oh, you get carrot seeds later on. We'll come to that. We'll come to that eventually. Yeah, like I said, I've never tried to do that at all. Let me grab that food. Oh, I've got neck tails as well. Okay. There's nothing better to have a good beer at the pub watching a rugby match if you're instantly friend with everyone at the pub. Maybe not the rugby match, but a good beer at the pub, definitely. Got to run for now. Dan Evers has got to run for now. Definitely catch up on the rest later on. Have fun, everyone. Thank you, Dan. Pleasure having you here. Thanks for your advice. Sven says, all of you talking about beers. I better get few next day now. Okay, I get what you mean. Make sure it's big enough. Look out for beehives also. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't come across any beehives yet. You tend to find beehives in abandoned structures. This is a wild pig. That's a wild boar. Yeah, early game a beehive is a great find, says Edgemore. I would keep my main base of meadows biome near the Black Forest, easier to transport items you find in the Black Forest. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I tend to make my main base as close to water, because you will need boats. We are on an island. Like I say, it's completely procedural generated, but this will be an island, and almost certainly the second boss that we need to fight will be on another island. So we'll have to build a boat and sail to it. Which is also why it's quite handy to go round the edge and map out the island that you're actually on. Not sure that's water, that's just the fog of war around there. Yes, we need to go adventuring. Right, I would also like to upgrade. So at the moment the workbench is a level 1 workbench. You can upgrade your items to level 2. But you need a level 2 station. And in order to do that, you have to make upgrade items. So these ones with a star on it, they will upgrade, each one of these will upgrade your workbench by 1 star. So a chopping block will upgrade it to a 2-star bench, which will allow you to upgrade your weapons and tools to 2-star. And then add the tanning rack as well, will make it 3-star. That needs a lot of deer hide, leather scraps. Chopping block is just 10 flint and 10 wood. We could probably do that. We don't have 10 wood. Oh, we don't even have 10 flint. Okay, we won't bother about that quite yet. Right, so we know the Black Forest is down here. There's where the boar were. We went down here. The Black Forest is here and here. Let's head north. Let's get more boar while we're at it. In fact, let's get our bow out. Need to put arrows on the bow. Not like that. Like that and like that. Right click. There we go. Right, 5 for the bow. We need to get our bow skills up. So there's quite a big drop. That didn't work. There we go. Skills improved in bows. There we go. Another one. Another one over there. Hasn't seen us yet. God, yeah. The bows do tend... I mean, this is the worst bow with the worst arrows. It does seem to do quite a bit of damage. Oh, it's starting to get dark again. We're starting to get nighttime. Let's have a little look along here. Oh, our food is out again. Handy if something warned you a bit more about that. More. Another boar there. Oh no, it's a deer. Boom! 70 damage. Oh, there was more deer. I could have got them at the same time. I saw raspberries somewhere. Where did I see them? There they are. Gotcha. Right, so that doesn't look like dark forest there. Tar Squid, hi there, good to see you. Gently smash the like button on the way in. Thank you so much. Oh, oh. Oh, didn't pull back the bow far enough. Incoming boar. There's a deer there. Right, pull that in. Oh, he moved just at the last second. Deer are so skittish, you kind of have to see it like that one there. Oh no, that's a boar. That one. That one. That one hasn't seen me. Missed. Missed again. There's the other stuff. There you can see the firs there. That's the other side of the Black Forest. Where did that boar go? There it is. Oh, he turned away. Gotcha. Right, it's getting dark. Let's get back to the house. You feel cold? There we go, it's night time. What's here to pick up? There's a deer there. Oh, wait. One stamina. I'm stuck on a rock. Railings got you. You still need to fully fence. Do you still need to fully fence the base? Not for this beginner base, I don't think. You do have the chance of getting raided, but the raid is based on so creatures will come and raid your base, and the creatures that will raid your base is based on which boss you've completed. So until we complete the first boss, if we get raided, we'll get raided by like necks and boars and the Grey Dwarf. So pretty easy to defend them. But as you get more bosses, what you get raided by will get harder and harder. But yeah, you do need to, when you make a proper base, you need to make fortifications around it and stuff like that. Darsko says, I only fence in my crops or tamed boars in a raid. It's better to just run in circles around the horde for crowd control. He also says, make sure there's space between the crops and the fence. Lost a lot of carrots to Grey Dwarf Shaman in my first game. Still have that dude's head on display out by the crops. Could eat another bite, so our meat. Oh no, hitting my station again. Oh, so I left that too long and it went to coal. So now we've left some recipes with coal. Game Master says, Anger, how are you feeling? I'm feeling fine, thank you. I'm feeling fine. Get that, get that, get that. There is no room. What's... There we go. Don't have any more cookable items, okay. Mo says, let us join you build a nice Anger city. Maybe, I might, if we get into this game, I might set up a server and then we can have people playing with it. Like we've got with Dune Awakening and Conan. That one's not cooked yet. There we go. Sizzle. Done. Right, in we go. What have we got? We've got 9. What did we need to make the 8? We needed... Oh, it's flint we need. Flint and wood to make that. Leather scraps, deer hide. No, we don't have that yet. Lots more flint, lots more wood. Okay. Put that in there. Deer hide in there. Oh, there's a deer trophy. We need deer trophies in order to summon the first boss. I'm going to need another chest, but I don't have enough wood, do I? How much is it to make another chest? Furniture, it is 10 wood. Right, let's go to sleep. Sleep. Yeah, Game Labs, I'm feeling okay now. My cold has passed. My throat is still not 100%, but it's good enough. Good enough. So the gist of taming boars is you build a pen and lead the boar that chases you inside, then build the last part of the opening and feed the berries. Ah, okay. And do the boars breed? Do you need like 2 boars and they'll breed and make baby boars? Or what is the point of breeding boars? Throw a stack in the pen. If they're not stressed, they will eat it. In Valheim, yeah, 100% a trench stroke moat and an earth wall is superior to any wall, even late game. Oh dear, says Bulwark. Tarsco says, also, can I just say that Valheim is such wonderful... the Meadows music is so relaxing, it's amazing. And then the heavy metal rock music that you get when you fight Eikthyr is also brilliant. Usually save the arrows for the deer. I prefer to use the axe for the boars. Boars tend to attack you while deers will run away from you, making them difficult to kill. Yeah, I just wanted to get my bow skill up, essentially. Mo says you can build a trap by building walls and make the boar follow you when attacking, and build the last wall, or by digging ground and make the floor and delete when they follow. Okay. Oh, I've just jumped up too far. Sneak on the deer. Hole is also a good trap method, especially for wolves, says Bulwark. And now the ominous night music, says Tarsquid. But you need to defeat the first boss. So you need to defeat the first boss in order to make... why is my... Why am I zoomed in like that? Oh, there we go. That's better. Yeah, once you've defeated the first boss, you'll be able to make a like a pickaxe type thing, so you can actually do proper terraforming. And fix everything. Let's go out and let's go and get some more flint. There's some flint over here. Also get our club skill up, because when we go into the Black Forest, the skeletons are particularly vulnerable against maces or clubs, blunt damage. So getting that skill up is going to be... So there's a bit of deer meat. Alright, so we'll follow along the coastline, because that's where you get flint from. How many have we got? We've got 6. Hello, you. And of course, when you die, you lose some of your skills. Your skills go down. So let's try not to die, yeah? Right, there is a beehive in there. Right, so I need wood. You can do it with arrows. You can destroy the beehive and get the bee that way. But a nice little trick that I learned is if we get some wood and build a workbench. There's the beehive there. How much wood have I got? 10. I think that's enough. Crafting workbench. You can place a workbench down. That allows you to do dismantling. So you can then dismantle the bits of this building until you find the bit that the beehive is stuck to, like that, and it falls down. And there we go, we've got a queen bee, which now teaches us how to make a beehive. And then when you're finished with that, you can just destroy, because you get all your materials back, so we can destroy this to get wood off of this. So there's no problem in building a workstation, because you get your materials back when you destroy it. Right, max out my encumbrance here. Right, delete that, delete that, that. That'll give us wood that we need to build our upgrades and to build another chest. And when we build a beehive, we'll be able to get honey. Right, let's head back. Who was it that said to build their house in a dolmen? Is this a dolmen? Is this what you mean? I think this is like a burial chamber, and again... Oh! Skeletal remains, so we've got some bone fragments. Which is nice, we need that for some upgrades. I think there is treasure if we can dig under there as well. Boar meat is very useful for a long time in the game, so get 1 and 2 star boars is immensely... So you are... let me see... You need to defeat the best boar for the whole. Yep, so we read that. You know, I was new to the game. This night music and the noises made by the boar grunting around made me run for my life. Proper scared then, Sven. Oh, there's a deer. There's some more flint. How much flint have we got? We've got 9. We need a little bit more flint. Stone. Come on, flint. There's a bit of flint. Water. There's another bit of flint over there. Oh, swimming. Swimming is another skill you have to learn. If you run out of stamina while swimming, you're going to drown. Right. First of all, let's go 8 beehive. What do we need for that? We need a queen bee, wood, and a workbench. Can we just stick it on the side of our house? We can. Check the bees. The bees are happy. So that will produce honey over time. And honey apparently is a really good stamina food. Right, now can we make... We can make the crafting upgrade. Let's put that there. Get the little beams that go across to your workbench. Our workbench is now level 2. So we can now upgrade stuff. We can upgrade our shield, our tunic, our hammer, our crude bow. I need a deer hide to upgrade the bow. Take that. Let's upgrade the bow. Boom, boom, boom. And now we've got a level 2. We've got the number 2 there, crude bow, so it's slightly better. We could do with upgrading our axe, but we need more flint for that. Got flint in our chest. Upgrade, flint axe, upgrade that to level 2. There we go. I think it did 25 damage. Let me see. Flint axe. Flint axe. It does 20 damage, but the level 2 one does 30. That's a decent upgrade. Or is that talking about the level 3? Let me see. Over. That does 25. So 20 is standard, 25 for level 2, 30 for level 3. Okay. I guess we can upgrade our shield as well. Why not? Be nice to get everything to level 3. We have to make helmets, but we need leather armor, which has got more armor. It's got twice as much armor, but that's a lot of deer hide. Okay. Stuff for the future. Let me make another chest. Put that there. Sort the chests out later on. I think stone is in there. Oh, I've put it in here. Give me that stone. Put the honey in there. We'll put yellow stuff in there. And we'll put the trophies in there as well. Let's take that yellow stuff out, that trophy out, that out. Let's put that in here, that in there, and go boar trophy, that in there, that in there, that in there. Okay. Oh, shut the door. Let me out first. There we go. Right, food. Upgrade the food. Let's go on further adventures. Let's go this way this time. See what else we can find. Let me see. Boar meat goes into sausages, which are a staple mid-game meal, says Tar Squid. Try a flint dagger, it's very fast. Bows are awesome. For example, 2-star boars gives 4 times the resources and they multiply somethingly quick. Excellent. So they do multiply, so you get a couple of boars and then they will multiply and then you can harvest them, shall we say. There's a deer. There's a flint. Oh, it's a 1-star deer. Let's see if we can take this out with one hit. We can. Probably because we've now got a level 2 bow. We've still got the basic. We've still got the basic simple arrows. Did we get another trophy there? We didn't. I think we need 2 deer trophies to take on the first boss. If I'm right. Maybe 3. Squid says, plus breaking structures can sometimes get you free fine wood, which is a rare early game. Oh, interesting. Fine wood would be like a higher... These trees that are too hard for us at the moment. It's like one of the woods that are like a higher level. Let's drop this. Speaking of which, there's a structure there. I hear a deer grunting. I can't see it. Okay, so these are just a couple of... oh, mushrooms. Oh, hello. Graylings. Mushrooms. Do mushrooms respawn? Should I mark this location as a place to get mushrooms? And put mush. Right, can we build a workbench? Find a space to put it down. There, and then break this up, see if we get any fancy woods from it. No. Oh, core wood. I got some core wood. New building pieces. Sharp stakes log being a sitting log. That'll boost my rested buff. Come on. Break you up. Break you up, break you up. Can't see what I'm doing. Wood. I got 8 pieces of core wood. There we go. Great tip. Can you explain how it works? I think usually it's a sort at the end of the stream as a giveaway. Sorry, what we're talking about here. Sven said, I'm checking Conan Exiles. I was probably living under a rock for the game, or the game wasn't popular in among my friend circles. I add it to my wish list for next year. Anger at Times has free keys for Conan. I do, yes. So usually when there's something going on, like new updates and stuff like that, the Funcom will quite often give me some keys to give away. Unfortunately, we don't have any right now. Maybe there'll be something come up when the update comes out in December. I might get some keys that we might give away next week, but I can never tell when that's going to be. But they tend to give either DLC keys, sometimes actual game keys, and quite regularly now the bizarre items that are in-game keys to give away. But yeah, it's relatively often that we get some keys to give away, shall we say? Not always. It says the damage also depends on your skill. Yeah, as you get your skill levels up, you'll do more damage as well. So that's one of the reasons why I was using the bow quite a lot, just to try and get my bow skill up. Let me see. Bows are up to level 5 now. Running 13, axes 13, wood cutting 13, sneak 4, crafting, cooking. Let's head over here. Missed. Can't actually see where the boar's going. There it is. Oh, there's a deer. There's 2 deer. Oh, that was too low. Got that one. More deer hide. There's another rune stone. I was Astrid, a shield maiden of the forest. I know nothing of my life before I came here, but my arm remembers the sword and my eyes see the course of the arrow. Now the raven guides me and I fight the great beasts in Odin's name. Excellent. I see another runestone over there. There's a bit of flint. Quite a lot of flint in here actually. I didn't know what that noise was, then I remembered I put the hive next to his bed, yes. White noise for sleeping, yes. You have to harvest, but you need a smithy. There is a special butcher's knife. Oh, get you. To harvest the boars. So yeah, so that's for definitely for a bit later on in the game then. Once we get into metal, or metal, there's copper, then there's tin, and then you use copper and tin to make. There's more boars here. Right, come on in. Let's use the club for them this time. Oh, you're a once. Boom, boom, boom. Right, my health. You go. Come on, boars. Is this a boar place? Yes. Look for the wild boar that roam this land. So we'll mark this on the map as well as another location to come and get more. I do seem to remember you need a lot of leather scraps in the game. Upgrade different stuff. Where's that other one? Here's one there, and there is a deer. Oh, the deer's running away. Come on then, boar. Excellent. More buildings. There's another beehive. Okay. Put down that. Then go take that. Take that, take that. No, it's still not enough. Take that. And there we go. It falls to the ground. Because if you go too close to them, the bees poison you. They'll sting you and poison you. Can I get more core wood from this? Yep, these posts are core wood. Excellent. Take that, take that, take that. Seem to remember you need, is it core wood you need for the next level bow? Oh look, that's a little stone circle, but you can't pick up that stones. Okay. Right, it's getting dark again. Let me quickly run over. Almost at time. Let me see. To harvest boars you need a tin knife. Does no damage but harvests. Oh, it harvests friendly animals, so you don't even have to kill the animals. You just carve the meat off their backs. Interesting. Here's another burial grave thing. Oh, I never marked that location where the boars were. Damn, I'm not sure where it is now. Bound to find it at some point in time. Right, Eikthyr up here. I'll just quickly show you that. What am I missing? I'm missing berries. Here we go. Oh, this is a really bad location for it. It's so covered. You found the summoning place of one of the Forsaken. Make the correct offering at the altar and they will come. Be wary though, the Forsaken are not easy prey, so craft a wicked weapon. Don your finest armour and eat a hearty meal before engaging them in combat. So this thing over here will tell you hunt his kin. So we hunt deer and you use the deer trophies on this altar to summon the reindeer boss, Eikthyr. But yeah, that maybe hopefully get that done next week. We'll get our gear upgraded a bit and we'll take on the first boss next week. Let me see what else have people got to say. Let's see. To harvest boars. Okay, we've read that. Troy saying thank you, Tursquid. Destroy that, says Bulwark. I'm not sure what that was, but maybe that thing. Sven says equivalent free keys for Conan. I hope there's some participating activity to make it more fun. So the giveaways are done on the Discord server. YouTube is really bad for doing giveaway stuff. It's not like Twitch. Twitch has got a lot of ways of doing giveaways that are much better, but YouTube is pretty bad at that. So I just make giveaways on Discord, and you basically go to the Discord channel and hit the enter competition button, all for free. But yeah, we'll certainly have more keys to give away for Conan in the future, but I just don't know when they are. But you can get Conan. Obviously, the Christmas sale will be coming up on Steam, and when a Christmas sale comes up, you can get the game really cheaply. And if you're really interested, if you get the complete edition, you get all the DLCs. It's obviously more expensive, but it's certainly cheaper than buying the game and all the individual DLCs. That's the best way. But if you just want to test the game out, the base game is all you need for Conan. You can complete the whole game with just the base game. All the DLCs are basically cosmetic items for armor, weapons, and building sets. So the base game is fine. Mushrooms do respawn. Marking location is useful for gathering later. Thank you, Edgemore. That's helpful. Peter Day is off. Good to see you. Thank you, Peter. Thanks for joining us. Can you explain how it works? I think usually it's a sort of the end of stream as a giveaway. So if I get keys, I'll let people know throughout the whole stream, and then at the end of the stream we'll do it automatically does a draw automatically from Discord. Oh me, I've skipped a whole bunch of text here. Here we go. Monkey Balls is waving to Peter. Okay, yep. I think fine wood tends to come from chairs or other furniture. Okay. Anger, if you can sneak into the Black Forest, you can get more core wood and make those log bangs the birch trees to get fine wood. Oh, they'll take the logs and smack them into the birch trees to get fine wood. You can make a fine wood bow early game. I get ya. Get fine wood by bashing fallen trees into beech. Takes time, but it does work. I think if you ban the birch log in a rock, it is better. Using rocks or tricking trolls into helping you harvest beech. So when we come across trolls, they are giant blue creatures that will smash their way through everything. You get fine wood. Usually takes a while. Can be risky. I've died to fallen trees and logs. Indeed. Speaking about the building system, 7 Days to Die is a pretty good building system based on another voxel world. That's another game. I've tried that game several times and just can't get into it, unfortunately. Let me bring my torch out. It's a boar stone. Mark that. It's a boar stone. Mark that on your map. Usually we'll have respawn boars. Okay. I forgot to do that, so I'll find it again and I will mark it. That'll give us at least 2. You can, but you have your hammer out. Okay, I've forgotten what that was about, but okay, thank you. Hi Agar, thanks for all the guides, and Conan, nice for you to see you on Valheim. Great game in my opinion. Thank you, Nershal. Thank you. Mo, good to roam at night too, because you're more likely to get 2 stars. They have a good drop rate. There are usually 2 to 3 boss places for each. Ah, okay. I guess this will just be the closest one. That Eikthyr location is a wood jackpot. It would be, because it would. But there's a lot of stuff to get stuck on as well. Gently smash that like button, says DC Weston. Thank you. I'd recommend getting at least the Isle of Sipta DLC with Conan for the extra map to play on. Yes. Sipta DLC is probably my favourite DLC, more because of the building sets you get with it. The Flotsam set and the other one that I can't remember what it is at the moment. But you get some really. I'm okay with the SIPTA map now. We've done a couple of playthroughs with that, but the Exad Lands is by far my favourite, and definitely the one you need to start on. I hear squealing. Is there something around? Don't see anything around. Hopefully the fire will keep them away. Finally the chance. That's true! Holy crap, it's usually you have to disappear for work, so you managed to watch the whole stream. Nice one, because that is 10 o'clock. Time to go back to Conan and get some more ancient coins while the event is on later on. Cheers, Tar Squid. Thanks for popping by. The stones you could pick up from the Corewood camp. Thank you for a great stream. Thank you. Glad to hear you're feeling better. Thanks for the stream. Thanks, Carrie-Ann. Take care. Yeah, so I think we'll call it there. I'll have to make it back to base. Like I say, what I'll do is I'll do some farming of like wood, stone, and scraps for before next week, so we don't have to do as much roaming around hunting for boar and whatnot. And then we can hopefully do some more interesting stuff next week. And then we'll Stormglass. Thank you, Tar Squid. So yeah, we're going to call it a day here. That is us past 10 o'clock now. So thank you one and all for everyone who's joined us on the stream tonight. A special thanks to everybody in the chat. It's great to keep you all going. It's been pretty busy and I've been concentrating a bit too much on the game that I've missed some of the stuff. Apologies for that. Thanks for the donation to Sven, much appreciated. Thanks for all the likes and everything, absolutely fantastic. Great bunch of people as always. So yes, thank you everyone. Hopefully we'll see you back here next Sunday for some more Valheim action, and we'll see how it goes from there. Thanks all, have a great week. Bye now.